Howdy y'all, and welcome to the den of DBZ All-Star. I am DBZ All-Star, or Steve if you prefer, and this is my first comic book haul video. These videos initially are just going to be made for fun, and it's a way to help me share my love of comics as well as share a little bit about myself during the process. This first video features any new releases that I purchased from the week of February 7th, which is a Tuesday when DC books are released, as well as the week of February 14th. These were purchased at my local comic book stores. So to start off with, we have the icon cover of Gargoyles issue 2 from Dynamite Entertainment. It features the second issue's cover of the original Marvel Comics Gargoyles series. But again, this was published by Dynamite Entertainment. Dynamite loves their variant covers, and this one looked like a lot of fun. It'll get me excited until they release the collected editions that hopefully feature the entire series, which was only, I believe, 11 issues of the original Marvel Comics Gargoyles series. We have the VHS tribute cover for Gargoyles issue 1, again published by Dynamite Entertainment. We have Batman White Knight Presents Red Hood. This is book 1 by Sean Gordon Murphy as part of the DC Black Label. I was a little lackadaisical in continuing the White Knight material, and I wanted to catch up, but my normal local comic store only had issue 2 in their back issue bin, so I picked it up when I was able to find it at another local comic book store. We have DC Universe Lazarus Planet Dark Fate, which I believe is the second to last one-shot in this Lazarus Planet event that spun out of Batman vs. Robin, which itself spun out of the Batman Superman World's Finest. I believe Lazarus Planet Omega comes out next week and concludes that particular portion of the Batman vs. Robin event miniseries before issue 5 comes out. Yeah, Batman Beyond the White Knight. This is book 7. Batman Beyond the White Knight. This is book 6. Batman Beyond the White Knight. This is book 5. This is Batman Beyond the White Knight. This is issue 8. This has been a fantastic series because Sean Gordon Murphy is a fun writer, has amazing artwork. This series started a few years back with Batman White Knight, continued in Batman Curse of the White Knight, which also included a Mr. Freeze one-shot, continued in Batman White Knight Harley Quinn. This is the latest miniseries, Batman Beyond the White Knight. As you can see, features the Batman Beyond uniform. This also included the Batman White Knight Red Hood book, which was a 2-issue mini-series. We have Batman The Adventures Continue, Season 3, Issue 2. This overarching set of series continues the story of Batman the Animated Series, which many of us love. Batman Beyond the White Knight, Book 4. Batman White Knight Presents Red Hood, Book 2. Marvel Comics 2023 Sketchbook, Stormbreakers, basically features all the hot artists for the year. Another Lazarus Planet tie-in, Monkey Prince issue 11. Need to track down issue 10. Not sure how integral it is, but I have, I believe, the first 4 issues of Monkey Prince. I did enjoy it, but I wanted to be a little bit conservative and cut back on collecting a little bit last year. Miles Morales Spider-Man issue 3. This is part of the latest volume of this series. It has been fun so far. We have Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants issue 1, which replaced X-Men Red for 3 months after issue 10 of that release. This is part of the overarching Sins of Sinister event/imprint. X-Men Red will continue with issue 11 following this 3-issue miniseries. We have Gold Goblin. This is issue 4, released as the first issue outside of the Dark Web following its conclusion of that event. We have Daredevil issue 8 of this current volume/series by Chuck Zdarsky. This is Chuck Zdarsky's second Daredevil series. And if you're reading Punisher along with this, you get a more fulfilling and complete story, even if we are still trying to figure out, those of us who are reading both, where each event takes place. It's still been a lot of fun. We have Amazing Spider-Man issue 19, continuing the run begun by Zeb Wells. This has Joe Kelly on the title for at least the next 2 issues before we finally find out what the heck was going on in that 6-month gap that was talked about in the first issue of Amazing Spider-Man for this run. This is the first issue that was released outside of the conclusion of Dark Web. And speaking of Venom issue 16, my LCS received damages, and this is a damage replacement. This was the last piece of Venom in the Dark Web crossover event. We have the Final Night trade paperback. This was on sale, and I do not have a copy of this, so now I do. And for those of you who wanted some redemption for a particular character back in the day, this was the right way to go about it. We have Jupiter's Legacy Volume 4, which actually holds Jupiter's Legacy 2, issue 1 through 5. I have Jupiter's Circle Volume 1, Jupiter's Circle Volume 2 in trade paperback in their original form from Image Comics. But I never collected Jupiter's Legacy or Jupiter's Legacy 2 in trade paperback form. So this is Volume 4 of that series of trade paperbacks released in this new form due to the fact that Netflix had the Jupiter's Legacy adaptation, the live-action series that got canceled rather quickly. This is Jupiter's Legacy Volume 3, which collects the original Jupiter's Legacy series in whole. I also have the singles, all of those series, and Jupiter's Legacy, the initial series, was a pain in the neck to collect because Frank Quitely's artwork took quite some time to put together. Well worth it? Yes. Pain in the neck to wait for? Almost yes. We have Batman 132, Chipperoni Zdarsky. We have DC Universe Lazarus Planet Next Evolution. This was the one-shot from the week before this current week, so this was released on February 7th. We have Red Goblin 1, and I know some people get fatigued with so many goblins, so many symbiotes, but like with every comic, you can just read what you like. I don't feel, unless it's a crossover event, that you are required, no one's forcing anyone to buy something. But this first issue was a lot of fun. It actually deals with the goblin child, I won't reveal who that is, taking hold of another slither of symbiote and figuring out what path he should take. We have Flash 792. This is another piece of the 1 Minute War, which has been quite awesome. Adams is a great writer on this title. Moving on to this week, we have Spider-Man issue 5 with Slott and Bagley, End of the Spider-Verse Part 5. It has not been thrilling to me, but that's okay. Some people do like it. I feel like Bagley's artwork on this so far is a mix of his Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I didn't really enjoy the line work on that, the 2012 series, and his Ultimate Spider-Man series, which I did love and which many people love. We have The Walking Dead Deluxe issue 57. For those who don't know, this is The Walking Dead re-released in full color, whereas it was originally published in full black and white. We have Nightcrawlers issue 1, part of the Sins of Sinister event. This replaced Legion of X, which will return after this 3-issue miniseries. We have Nemesis Reloaded, issue 2. Nemesis was originally published as an Icon series. It was an imprint of Marvel for their creators over a decade ago, and Image Comics is now publishing this with Mark Miller. We have Betty, the Final Girl, Chilling Adventures presents. This is a one-shot. I just wish Archie Comics would get off their duff and continue, as well as finish, the Afterlife with Archie and the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Because at this point, sorry Archie Comics, there is just no excuse. We have Fantastic Four by Ryan North, issue 4. We have Fantastic Four by Ryan North, issue 3. Marvel sold me on it after I exited during the end of Dan Slott's run. It just was not doing it for me, unfortunately. I feel like Ben was getting the best characterization. What happened with him and his family was wonderful, but I feel like there were steps back with certain characters. And of course, what happened with Franklin Richards. Slott, seriously, man? Seriously? Hickman probably had this great plan in place. Just be nice. We have Wasp, issue 2, by Al Ewing. His first issue was stellar, and his Ant-Man miniseries from 2022 was excellent. We have Spider-Man, The Lost Hunt, issue 4. Believe there's one more issue. For those who are fans of the Clone Saga and enjoy Spider-Man The Lost Adventure, which came out during the Clone Saga of the 90s, this is right up your alley. DeMatteis is doing an amazing job expanding upon the Kraven the Hunter legacy. We have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, issue 105. This storyline has been very unexpected. Issue 101 brought us a new creative team, and they've just continued to ratchet up the drama. It has been just great. I really hope, though, Boom at some point moves on to Zeo and expands upon what happened during the time gap between Zeo and Turbo, because popular theories have ranged from Billy using the Zeo crystal to empower the Turbo Zords as well as create them, and to gain access to the Turbo powers through the morphing grid, because the Zeo powers were meant to only expand, and that would overtake the Ranger's ability to properly harness them without destroying themselves, to it just being another plot convenience. We have Mary Jane and Black Cat issue 3 by Jed MacKay. MacKay is wonderful on everything he writes. Cannot wait to see him continue the Doctor Strange story. We have Grimm issue 8 by Stephanie Phillips. This has been absolutely fantastic as well. I really don't want to get into too much spoiler territory, so I will say, if you like something akin to Something is Killing You with Children, dark humor, fun, dark artwork, this is right up your alley. We have 8 Billion Genies, issue 7 of 8. This has been excellent from Charles Soule. I will be sad to see it go, but I think it's going to stick the landing, and I cannot wait for that deluxe edition hardcover. Finally, this week, we have this massive book here, Halo Initiation and Escalation. And got this discounted from my LCS as well. This contains 27 issues. It has all 3 issues of Initiation, all 24 issues of Escalation. So this was my haul from 2 separate comic book stores, one of them being my main, where I have my pool list. That's why you see most of them bags and boards. The rest I will bag and board after this video, but I wanted to share a little bit of myself and my tastes and just have some fun. Please feel free to leave feedback in the comments below. I'm also going to be posting this in a few groups. I am on Twitter as #1Animaniac. I am on Instagram as well. I'm part of the Omnibuds group on Facebook, and I just want to have some fun with this. Omar of Near Mint Condition has been a huge inspiration for me finally growing some and putting myself out there. So stay healthy, stay safe. You're loved, you're valued, you're strong. Have a great day.